Hello viewers, it's Sentai Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my separate code, the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loud, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to reach too hard during this art podcast recording as well, not to cause any art feedback as well. And thirdly, if you're under 18, this art podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this art podcast recording will change to adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you have to watch this art podcast recording. Now, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Gozyuger. So basically, the episode starts off picking up. It's the second battle of the Sentai for all the Sentai rings, and basically, Ryoga and Riku have been battling for 6 hours straight, but no winner. So basically, it was kind of like a tie. The battle was kind of like a tie battle, and basically, we're equally strong and have strong wills and whatnot, but we need to find a better way. We need to find a better way to deal with this. So anyway, while that was going on, we see Machino, somewhere on top of the rooftop, this big, sitting something that he felt before. He's been sitting something strange that he knows that he knows and whatnot. He basically he's looking for this strange, he's looking for this, he sits somebody from his past, and basically he's been looking for this somebody. Anyway, so basically later at the cafe, after their 10-hour battle, Ryoga decides to help him. Ryoga helped Riku, further advance his pop singing career and whatnot. He did a video with the Tegasword and whatnot. So basically, Riku did a video Ryoga did a video with Riku and the Tegasword and whatnot, and basically that video kind of popped off and whatnot. But Bouquet didn't really like how how buddy that Riku and the Tegasword was in that video and whatnot. And also that Kenten is still young because he begged the Tegasword to stay young until the battle is over. So basically that's the reason why Riku is still have his young body, because he begged the Tegasword to stay young until the battle until the battle's over for the Sentai ring. So basically, that's the reason why Riku is still young and whatnot. So anyway, Bouquet decides to help, Ryoga out, and basically tries to get Riku over as a pop star, hope his pop star career and whatnot. So basically, Riku just let Bouquet and Ryoga, help him with his further his pop star career and whatnot, and they, etc. So anyway, meanwhile back at the No.1 world, Fire Candle, ever since Fire Candle had a part of that general bio and gained the powers of catechism, it's been taking a toll on his body. So basically a berry named Red showed up, and basically he's now one of his generals, who is a golden hair alien named Red, showed up, and basically he's worried about Fire Candle and the catechism power affecting his body. And basically Fire Candle is saying, once I get the Gozyuger's rings, get the Gozyuger's rings and Sentai rings, I'm gonna combine it with my catechism power and basically rule over the world like it's my garden and whatnot. So basically I need good soldiers like you, Red, Reg to help me achieve my dream and whatnot. So basically, Reg was like, okay, as long as you take it easy, cause this catechism problem is really messing with your body. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the Tegasaur's place, back at Tegasaur's place, he was talking. Tegasaur was talking to June and Goodburn about Machino looking for someone, and basically it's most likely Lex, and Goodburn would say. And Goodburn say who's Lex, and basically Tekajun and Tekajun say let's just say Lex is let's just say Lex is just the head of the catechism that I fought against, that the Tekajun fought against during that whole Sentai war a long time ago and whatnot that I should have raised. So anyway. So basically, so basically, with a little effort, Riku managed to, book a major concert for, Ryoga managed to book a major concert for Riku, and basically, seems like whether he was, seems like Riku was happy with the results that, since Ryoga is the producer, he used he had a concert venue for him and basically made a concert venue for Riku, and basically it seems like Riku was decided, but at the same time he had a flashback about when he booked a major concert venue, it didn't go well for him. So basically, he didn't want to live that bad moment over again. He put on a good concert, and he put on so basically he did a concert before, but it didn't go very well. So basically he didn't want to live that feeling again and whatnot. So anyway, so basically he decided Riku decided to cancel the concert, and basically Ryoga and Lady Bouquet and the other reviews were not happy about this. So basically Ryoga put a lot Ryoga put a lot of effort in this and whatnot, and basically, but Riku did explain about his past. The last time he put on a major concert, it didn't go very well. The fans were not feeling him and whatnot. I didn't want to go through that again. So basically, Ryoga was oh. I see. So you're scared to try again. You're scared to try again because you don't want the same results happen to you. So basically, you need to suck it up, and basically you need to suck it up. So basically, let's pick up our battle, and basically for our Sentai rings and whatnot. So anyway, Ryoga and Riku started to fight for their Sentai rings, but so basically, Red, the bear alien, and a bunch of foot soldiers showed up, and the rest of the Rangers, so basically how How and Eno showed up, Eno showed up, and along with Machino, who showed up late, and Kijin was making sure that the crowd got away from the area of safety by guiding them to safety and whatnot, since he doesn't have his Gozyuger ring to transform into a ranger anymore. So anyway, so basically the battle continued, and basically things were not looking good for Riku. So basically, so basically Bouquet said, it doesn't matter. I understand that you're scared to do a major concert and whatnot, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you really lose, if your season fail. As long as you're trying to get, as long as you're trying to make your dream come true, that's the truth. launching, moving forward towards you being to be a pop star idol. That that is the major victory. So basically, after hearing that word, Riku got up and basically and Ryoga and Riku, started to charge their final attacks towards each other, and basically turned out that Ryoga won that battle, and basically Riku put on the counter after he lost, and basically everything was major hit. So basically his concert was a major hit, and basically he's on his way to be a pop star, and basically after the other Rangers were happy for Riku to muster up the courage to go ahead with the concert, and the concert was a huge success. So anyway, meanwhile we see Machino, just walking around, and basically the person he's been looking for, Lex, who is the head of the catechism, showed up, and basically oh, you've been looking for me. So basically it's been a while, and basically this how the episode ended with Machino finally finding the head of the catechism, and basically and them having a conversation, and basically that's how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, what do you guys think about the latest episode of Gozyuger? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know what the comments below this podcast. So anyway, we're signing off from School Reviews 1.